Hello everybody, my name is Kyle Kalk and welcome to my week 3 video review for MUX1403. I'm going to start off this week by going over what I have changed in my application compared to last week after I got my findings from testing local users. The first thing here on the main screen, there's a couple changes straight off the bat. At the bottom, I added in custom icons for each of the pages, so the recipe display just shows basically a little recipe, and then on the add a recipe it has a plus sign to indicate that you can add a recipe there. Also, as you can see in the table view, I now have an edit button, so the user doesn't have to go actually into the recipe itself to edit. Now they can just click there and it takes you right to the edit recipe screen. Now we can still go to the main screen. As you can see, I added the image up here. It's a little distorted because, well, it's a prototype. I just wanted to get the images in there and working and show the users that's what they can expect. I also added down here in the instructions, I made it a little darker so it stands out from everything else. The user knows where everything is. This is more so for the adding a recipe so they know where to click, and as you can see, based on user experience, I also made it so you can no longer edit in the instruction box there. So if we go to the edit recipe, again, you can see it stands out nice and clear here now. You can click it, everything's good to go, as well as you can see I also added a slider in for the time to make now instead of having the user manually add it in. So there is also that addition to the application. The add recipe, much has stayed the same. As you can see, close keyboard still up there. I also added in the slider here. Again, darken background to make it stand out easier for the user. And that is about all the changes I have done based on the user requests and what they thought was the best for my application. The overall experience with the application, I'll bring up my survey here. As you can see, what was your overall impression? It's moved now from about even from great and good, and there were a couple averages last week. It's now much more of the great side of things. 5 people said it was great, 1 said it was good. So the improvements I made have certainly shown that it's on its way to becoming a quality application. I asked people if the inclusion of the edit button on the main page was making it easier to navigate. Everyone said yes, it does, which was exactly my intention after finding out that users would like to see that there. So that was a great success for me. Some pain points this week. The biggest one was were the buttons too small to click precisely. A couple people said yes, so that's something I'll revisit, maybe make them bigger for people that don't have the smaller fingers or just aren't that precise with their clicks that way, or taps I should say, so that way I can alleviate that pressure point from them as well. And honestly, I found that for the most part people were able to get through the application much easier. The previously discovered pain points, they were corrected as I showed. There's no longer the option to edit all of the instruction fields there in the text views. Also that the navigation is a lot quicker. So moving forward, the only real new pain point that I had to worry about was making the buttons bigger, and as you can see here, there's a possibility of adding another confirmation box after, just letting the user know that after they click save that it did in fact save. So that's something I'll look at again this coming week and try and mull it over and decide if that's exactly what I need to have in the application or not. But other than that, honestly, the week went well. People seem to really like the application now. So moving forward, it's now a matter of a few small tweaks here and there to really improve the application and put that final polish on it for the prototype. And I hope you all had a fantastic week 3, and I look forward to seeing everyone's applications in week 4. Thank you very much.